New Year's Eve, 2016. The night started with the buzzing excitement of a fresh start and a promise of a great party. My girlfriend, my younger brother, and I were the advance team, prepping the apartment, a whirl of final errands for food and liquor. The air was thick with anticipation. Before the chaos of our guests arrived, I suggested a moment of calm. My apartment building had a courtyard with two oversized hammocks, a perfect little escape. My girlfriend and brother followed me out. I expected her to naturally settle in with me, a cozy prelude to the night. But the moment was instantly spoiled. She bypassed me and slid into my brother's hammock. They swung there, side by side, sharing a private joke, a small yet sharp little thorn of annoyance sticking in my gut. It was a bizarre intimacy, especially since she barely knew him. I hated it, but I swallowed the feeling, deciding to confront her after the party. Our friends soon arrived, and the apartment quickly filled with music, laughter, and the clink of glasses. Fast forward to the early morning hours. The party had faded to a low hum. Our friends had hugged their goodbyes, leaving just the three of us in the echoing silence of the living room. That's when the exhaustion hit. Not the pleasant late-night buzz of a few too many drinks, but a sudden, dizzying crash. A heavy, overwhelming fog descended, making my head spin. I'd barely had 2 drinks. This was wrong. I mumbled to my girlfriend that I needed to lie down, that I felt sick. She gave me a strangely casual wave, saying she'd have one more and then join me. I stumbled, sight swimming toward the bedroom. The last thing I remember was collapsing onto the mattress. I was out, a forced blackout that felt unnatural and alarming. I woke with a lurch. My brain was thick. My vision a kaleidoscope of a spinning room, yet an urgent, cold curiosity pushed me up. How long had I been out? Where was she? Groggy, unsteady on my feet, I navigated the short distance to the living room. And there it was, the moment that shattered my world. On the couch, under the weak morning light, my brother and my girlfriend were locked in a deep, desperate clinch. She was on his lap, their mouths fused. The sight was a punch to the gut, a betrayal so complete it stole my breath. There was no denial, no excuse, only the sickening, undeniable reality of their deceit playing out on my furniture. "Get out!" I choked out, the words raw and barely audible over the ringing in my ears. I ordered them both out of my apartment, past my point of no return. Then the darkness reclaimed me. The haunting connect the dots. It wasn't until later, through the sickening clarity of hindsight, that the final pieces clicked into place, turning suspicion into cold certainty. The first time I brought her home, on our very first date, I suffered the exact same overwhelming fatigue after only a couple of drinks. I used to joke about it, a sick, half-kidding accusation that she had roofied me on our first night. She never found it funny. Now I knew why. I knew why I crashed so hard on New Year's Eve. I was a casualty. She had drugged me, taken me off the board, and made her move on my brother. I broke up with her the moment I fully woke up. The relationship was over, but the damage was deeper. My brother and I were a year apart, inseparable since childhood, a bond that was supposed to be unbreakable. Now that memory, that single night of calculated betrayal has created a chasm between us that remains years later. We haven't spoken since. That night didn't just end a relationship. It obliterated a brotherhood, and a small piece of it still haunts me today.